Hey guys, it has been 5 weeks since the propagation of my Scindapsus Pictus Exotica. So let's take a look how the cuttings are doing. Okay, let's look at those that are in water propagation. So this particular one, as you can see, has given me a dead leaf. So this is gone. It's another dead one here. Okay, goodbye. But the rest of the leaves are, yeah, rooting pretty well. Look at this one. Okay, this cup is in a spot that is brighter than usual compared to the other two, which I will show you later. But somehow not all the cuttings are doing well. This one has a nice root. Let's look at the rest. Yep, very good roots. And this one has a new growth. That's really nice. How about this one? Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, this is good. So, but I don't know why they're always curled up. I'm not sure whether is it getting way too much light. As I mentioned, this one gets a brighter spot. Okay, the other cuttings that are in water propagation, they are in the shadier area. You can see the leaves have retained a darker kind of coloration. So let's check out the roots. Whoa, fantastic. This one. Oh, there's a new growth point as well. Whoa, very good roots. Oh, no roots at all. That's strange. No wonder it's really curled up. Yeah, it's not rooting. Why? Let me put this in. But look at the rest. Okay, let me put them in first. Oh, this one has roots even coming out from the top of the cutting. So how am I going to put this back in? I think this is a new leaf. So this one may die off, I'm not sure, because till now it's still not rooted at all. Okay, the other one. As you can see, there's a new growth. New growth. So I'm very certain it's really rooted. Oh, look at all the roots, and there's a new growth point here. Whoa, nice. I think this batch is ready to be potted up, I'm quite sure. So the Scindapsus cuttings really love water propagation. Okay, these are cuttings that are in sphagnum moss, which is constantly being kept moist. I've got some casualties. Some of the leaves have yellowed off. This one and this one. Yeah, this is actually rotten. Yeah, but I got some new growth. This is a new leaf. This is a new leaf. So I think it likes the humidity that the moss is giving it. I'm not sure, are they rooted? I think they are, because they're looking really happy. Except for this, I think this is actually burnt by the sun. Other than that, I'm just going to leave it. Any roots? Nope. The other one are cuttings in vermiculite. The mixture is moist as well, but not sogging wet. But this doesn't look so good. I've lost some leaves already. Yeah, there's one here. Okay, I'm going to remove the leaf, but I think I can still save this stem. Just going to throw it back in. Okay, this leaf is not looking good at all. But other than that, I think the stems are still doing well. Oh, I can see roots. Yeah, roots over here. I'm not going to disturb this, so I'm just going to let it be. In fact, I'm not going to disturb any of the other cuttings that are not in water. Next one is cuttings that are potted directly into this very loose aeroid mix. It has done nothing much. The leaves are really curled up, so I'm not sure whether are they rooted. Yeah, let me give it a tug. Yep, seems really quite firm. So I think they should be rooted, but I'm just going to give it more time, right? And finally, let's look at the original plant. Still looking good. I had this leaf that died, so but it happens. Oh, it feels really soggy. Could be overwatering. Yeah, look at this, so mushy. But anyway, the rest of the plant looks good. In fact, I have two new leaves. This one, as you can see from the lighter color, and this one. So these are two new growths that happen after 5 weeks. Oh, and there's a new growth as well. New leaf. New growth. Any more? So after 5 weeks, it has given me two new leaves, and yeah, two more coming out here. So I would say this is doing really quite well. Hey guys, today is the 21st of December, so it has been almost 6 weeks since my last update and almost 3 months since propagation. So let me give you a quick update on how the cuttings are doing. Right, these are the cuttings in water propagation. Let's take a look at the roots. As expected, very good roots. And this one's, whoa, the roots have grown so much that they are forming the shape of the container. So yeah, I've lost one leaf which has turned a beautiful yellow. But I think this is one of the older leaves. It's really a pity because this is such a big leaf. But check out the roots. Alright, next, these are the stem cuttings in vermiculite. As you can see, they are totally not doing well. Most of the leaves are gone. Yeah, but there is this new leaf that just unfurled. So I think the stems are still viable. They are still green. So I probably can put them in moss or perlite to further propagate this. These are definitely not ready. But let's take a look to see if they are rooted. Get rid of this. Yeah, I see roots here forming. There's a new growth on this particular stem. So that is good. So I think why this is not doing well is because it's really hard to get a consistent moisture level for the vermiculite. But meanwhile, let's check out if there are any roots. Oh wow, actually there are a lot of roots. How about this one? Yep. Wow. Look at the roots. So they are pretty well rooted. I'm just not sure why the leaves are not doing well. Well, look at this growth point. Okay, you know what? I don't really have the space, so I'm just going to pot these cuttings up together with that of the water propagation. So vermiculite is actually a very good rooting medium for this Scindapsus. Okay, next are cuttings that are propagating in sphagnum moss. I would say it's one of the most successful propagation. They seem to like the moss and they are actually growing quite healthily with exception of this leaf. This was the one that was already yellowing 6 weeks back. Yeah, and new growth points that are appearing here, and I think there's another one here as well. And also these are the new leaves, this one which in lighter color. So I'm going to cut this off. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they are rooted. So I'm not going to disturb this pot. I think it looks really nice. So I'm just going to let it grow out and see how it goes. But it is only in moss, so I better make sure it gets plenty of nutrients. Okay, next are the cuttings that were planted directly in the potting medium of aroid mix. They are not growing really fast, but it has given me a new leaf here. I think I've lost some leaves as well. Okay, what I'm going to do is to remove this and check out whether does it have any roots, and also to repot all the cuttings together into this pot so that I can have a large and full pot of Scindapsus. So these are beautifully rooted as well. Very chunky, healthy roots. Alright, so I'm going to repot all these cuttings, including those in water propagations, into this pot. But I'm not going to bore you with the whole potting process. I will show you the final product in a while. Okay, I've decided to pot up these wet sticks. I think they're not wet sticks, they used to have leaves, but they're so well rooted here. So I'm going to grow them further in this mixture of sphagnum moss and some aroid mix. So hopefully it will start to throw out leaves. Okay, so all the cuttings are repotted up together, but I've underestimated the root balls of the cuttings, so there is not enough space. I have to pot out some of the other cuttings in a smaller one. So yep. Alright, no worries, no harm done. Finally, the main parent plant, still looking very good. Look at the leaves, and it has given me a lot of new growth, as you can see from the lighter colored leaves. And this is a new leaf, but I've lost some of the older leaves, probably due to overwatering. As you can see, this is really yellow, which is a sign of too much water. Yep, so I'm going to remove all these yellow leaves, but overall this is still growing quite nicely. I got to remember not to give it too much light, as it doesn't really like it. I found another cup of cuttings in water propagation. How could I have missed it? Yeah, let's take out the roots and take a look. Yep, good roots as expected, ready to be potted up. But I'm not going to do it today because I've actually packed up everything. So yep, another plant shot to add on to the list for next time. So there you have it. From one single pot of Scindapsus, I have now several pots, except for this, which I have missed out. So what I'm going to do is so many pots of Scindapsus. And yeah, look at this baby leaf here. So adorable. This whole process took about 3 months, which I would say is pretty fast compared to some other plants like the Dieffenbachia. So if you enjoy watching propagation videos, I hope you can consider subscribing to my channel, and also to hit the notification bell. Meanwhile, take care, be safe. I'll see you again in my next video. And remember to show your plants some love.